I'll turn it down at least. Hello, Leah? Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Hi. There we go. Okay, let me see.
Having some
Okay,
technical.
my camera's not working. That's fine.
That's okay. As long as you can do screen share, because you had the problem with the UVs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna definitely need some screen share for that.
All right, let's see. Well, not there.
Yeah, that's totally fine. 10 is the only amount I can auto approve.
Oh, there it goes.
That might be late.
Hi, Colette.
Because if not, then you would just enter a 10% request.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Got Leah with us here so far.
Doesn't let you share it.
So I'm assuming you guys probably want to talk about the texturing, the UV texturing.
Is there any option to select that says share?
I had a quick question about the extra credit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I know he didn't give us like the pictures to use.
Right.
So I tried to find them like online, and then I went into Photoshop to try and like edit out just like the airplane and then save it as like the TGA file. But then when I put it in Maya, it's got like a white background.
Oh, you probably need to add some transparency then. It's probably not a
Okay.
PNG. So you're gonna need to cut that out. You
Okay.
can either select all by color or like do magic select in Photoshop and like
Okay.
cut that part of the background out.
Okay.
Or you can just find another image that is a PNG and that
Okay.
has a transparent background.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make it hard to use.
I know. I was trying to like look online and then I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, oh, it's got like a white background.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. This was a very last minute, like random
Yeah.
suggestion that I had. I was like, I have a few ideas. We could do a hand model. We could do a plane model that's similar to enough to the Orca. He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
go with that. All right, throwing it together. 40 points.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I was glad. Thank you for reaching out too. I was like trying to get a hold of him, and I was like, it's been 2 weeks and he hasn't emailed me back. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's been pretty overwhelmed. It's his first class of this class, and
Okay.
it was honestly really unfair of them to put him in this position because this is A, his first time teaching a pretty complicated class, and B,
Yeah.
it's the first time we're even running this class in an A session. And it doesn't
Oh,
work in
okay.
a session class. So,
Okay, that makes sense. I know. I was like, I hope he's not like sick or something, because I've had that like happen to teachers before.
yeah, I think he's being
Okay.
inundated with emails and just is
Oh.
overwhelmed with, you know, the whole project directory mess. That was really everything.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you ever do need to reach out to him quicker, Slack has been the best way to get a hold of him for me, at least.
Okay.
It's just at DK Summit, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Mhm. But yeah, the extra credit's going to be pretty loose. Like it said, literally, I just gave him a suggestion of doing a plane, and then like 30 minutes later, he like had this.
He's like, okay,
Not a
we'll
lot of
work.
planning went into this.
No, it's okay. I'll take anything, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw a little
complain.
texture on there for good measure, and yeah, you'll be good to go. Yeah, try to do like a
Good.
metallic texture. That would make it look
Okay.
really good.
So how do you do that?
So this project will actually tell you a lot about that. Have you started it yet?
Okay. I haven't started it. I was gonna try and work on the extra credit and try and get like as much as that done and then start working on the project.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea because that's actually due a few days before that project. So
yeah, I saw
yeah.
the date, so I was like, okay, at least if I get some of it done and get some points, then I can focus on the project.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you can get some of those texture videos done before you submit your extra credit, and those will tell you everything you need to know about doing that. It's
Okay.
not hard. You basically just have to like right click an object and then apply a texture. And then
Is that where he had like the circle thing where he was explaining like the fongs and like all that stuff?
circle
Or is
thing.
that separate? I don't know. He had a video. It was like almost like a little circle thing, and it was like showing the different like, I don't know if it was like textures, but it was like showing it like shiny and stuff.
Yeah. If he's going over like shiny materials and stuff, that's it pretty much. So yeah, for this
Okay.
project that you're about to do, you'll use all sorts of them. So like here, I'll screen share with you real quick so you can kind of see what you are going to be doing. So this is what you're working on, right? And if you see how it like the colors change as you move it,
Yeah.
that's because of the texture you put on and the way
Okay.
that you have like transparency and different things, different kinds of mapping. So if you are able to add that to the airplane, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think that's going to be required to get your 40 points. Just saying it would
Okay.
be some good measure to put in if you wanted. But
Yeah. A little extra practice.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even read the whole thing, so I don't know what he's.
It seems pretty straightforward. Just like
Yeah.
create a plane, kind of give us a couple steps on like how to save each one, and that was it. I was like, okay.
All right. Well, sweet. Do you have any other questions?
I think that was it. That was the only thing I was like stuck on, was like trying to figure out how to get like the image.
Okay, yeah. Check and see if it's a PNG.
Okay.
If it is, there still might be some transparency issues with it because some PNGs are just kind of jacked up like that. But you
Okay.
definitely need it to be in PNG format. And then
Okay.
you also need to make sure that it doesn't have like a background to it when it's in PNG
Right.
format.
Okay.
So yeah, you could just kind of cut that out in Photoshop. You can also do the alpha, add an alpha channel to it based on your
Mhm.
selection. So either way,
Okay.
there's many ways of getting it to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Leah, you figuring it out there?
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
No, let's see. I'm gonna share the screen or try here. If it's not gonna take 5 years. I guess just let me know if you can see it. I don't.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, what is it doing then?
You have to share a specific screen. So like if you share well, I don't know, nothing's really coming through. Did I allow for screen shares? Maybe I didn't.
Well, the share screen is on green, and then I click that, and then let's see. I mean, it's giving me options to look at my screenshots, which I guess might help, but it's not giving me an option that you see on Maya.
Ooh, I did not have screen share enabled. Go ahead and try now.
Okay, let's see. Sure. Oh. Okay. So can you see that?
I got it.
Okay. That's save 3. And then if I go and open 4, and it's not gonna, okay. And and now it has 5 shells when it had 3 and 3, and then 4 was supposed to be where I had gotten it all, pretty. All the UVs were where they were supposed to be, and I did it all manually. I didn't even think to do it automatic or anything. So
Okay, you should try automatic. So did you watch the video that the professor put on the assignment page. It's the first video on the page.
Yes, I did. And then I went back and watched some other ones. So maybe I forgot some of the stuff that was on that one.
So
But-
for that one, there is a very specific part of the video that tells you, it doesn't tell you exactly what you need to do, but it hints at it pretty strongly.
Okay.
Let me see. It's like midway through the video, I think. And it is telling you to use automatic mapping, basically. And so
Okay.
that's going to make your life a lot easier. So you won't have to spend so much time doing it. You can use that in conjunction with, what was it? Modify Unfold.
Okay.
That unkinks things and lays things out mathematically to be in the 1-to-1 range.
Okay.
But for as
So
far as
I would be
videos-
better off probably going back to 1, just deleting everything I didn't go back to 1 and then start from there and doing the automatic unfolding and all that.
Yeah, your life's just gonna be a lot
Okay.
easier if you use automatic.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's-
Because I've got
sorry, I was playing the video. 'cause I
all
couldn't
of
figure out where it was.
all of these saves, like from this one where I figured Maya must be possessed, all the way down, all of them.
So weird. Yeah. But my only theory on that is that it wasn't like totally perfect and like
Okay.
Maya, something weird happened with like the layout and it seemed like it was good, but it really wasn't. And so then
Okay.
when you went back to it, it was like, it showed you like the other side of it where there was something wrong. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but that's my theory.
Okay.
So if you
Well,
just
I
use
mean,
automatic-
that way I'm not trying to redo it by hand. So that's
Yeah, no, don't
work.
do that. Don't do that. Okay, let's see. I think it's like at about 5 minutes into that first video, somewhere around there.
okay.
Yeah, rewatch that. That'll give you a
Okay.
better idea. And it'll like hint at it, but basically you're gonna want to use automatic and modify unfold. And then your life will be, yeah, much easier. I'm sorry that you spent 15 hours on that. That's rough. Yeah, that's a crazy shape you have there. I don't understand how that happened.
And it's worse than the tangle he gave us to work with. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh man, I love your file name. What happened here? Maya is possessed. That's so funny. So then you kept going after this and
Yeah.
your file looked fine to you, but then you went back and checked on it and that's when you saw that.
Yeah. Yeah,
errata.
because I opened it at 4. That's where I had saved off yesterday. And then I came back, opened it at 4 and it was messed up. Okay. So I opened 3 and it was fine. So I went and worked from 3, didn't save over 4. So I thought, well, maybe that save is just messed up. Went to 5, got all the way to 8 where I was about to start trying to export it to Photoshop. And then realized, went back, I messed up a little bit. I think I accidentally like scaled it or something. And so I went back to 7 and that was messed up. So then I checked all of them.
Oh,
And I was like,
yeah. Yeah, looks like this happened early on. Whenever that happens, it's just your best bet is to just restart it because you never know what went wrong where.
Okay.
So there's something missing here and it's probably the automatic mapping.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. But if it's not, if you still run into issues, just like shoot me a message on Slack or through Canvas and then we'll figure it out from there. We'll see what's up.
okay. Will do. Thank you so much.
No problem. And I'm sorry if I don't respond like right away. I'm in
Oh
Seattle.
no,
on
that's
vacation, so
fine. I have kids and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
all right,
fine.
cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Do you have any other questions?
Do you ever, okay, like I can speak Adobe fine, right?
Okay, cool.
But it's like Maya speaks a different language.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So do you have any like tips for trying to talk its language?
Okay, so I don't know if you saw my message on the UGTA board about like tips and tricks and stuff.
Yes, I read that one.
Okay, cool. So the best way that's most of my advice right there. That's like the big things
Okay.
to focus on. You don't want to focus on too much or you'll get overwhelmed. But the best way to speak Maya's language faster is to get really comfortable with the keyboard shortcuts and to have like that printed out on your wall. I have for
Yes.
every program I've ever learned, I print out the keyboard shortcuts, put them on my wall, and try to get really comfortable with them. That not only like helps you move around faster, improve your workflow, but it also helps you just see what you have to work with more. Like you're visually able to see like, this is what this program is capable of doing. And then, so that helps. And then also just like taking some time to not focus on a project right away and then just like warm up has really helped me. So I like to start off before like really diving into something in Maya, just like kind of refreshing and like experimenting and like, you know, it's going to be like a throwaway file probably, but it still like helps me kind of loosen up in the program. So like I'll like make weird shapes with the formers or something, you know.
That's actually
Kinda
fun.
fun to
Like,
do that.
right.
Yeah, it's fun. So there's something therapeutic about it, and it also just like loosens you up a bit. So that, and then if you have extra time, I would recommend trying out some tutorials on your own. I also posted a link to my YouTube channel where I have a ton of tutorials like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not technically supposed to promote Blender, but you should play around with it if you
Okay. Okay.
It's really fun and it's easier in my opinion than Maya. And it's very similar, but it'll help you get used to like 3D software. And there's also like more and in my opinion better tutorials out there. Like I love Blender Guru. He's amazing. And that is how I started off 3D modeling, and I felt like it gave me a real leg up. Yeah, he's just really good at explaining stuff and he has a ton of tutorials. So yeah, basically get to know your keyboard shortcuts. Don't limit yourself to class assignments. You got to like really get out there and experiment, and just try not to look too straightforward. Like don't have blinders when you're in Maya. Just think logically, if that makes sense.
Okay.
What you need to do rather than focus too much on following instructions.
Okay. That's probably where I've messed up a few times there.
A fine line to follow because there are a lot of instructions and
Yes.
you do need to follow them to a certain extent, but it's important to like keep in mind like what makes sense in terms of what you're doing and like understand the concepts and like what you're creating in order to like avoid things like illegal geometry. You need to understand the XYZ space, you know? So just following instructions and not playing around and like looking at Maya for what it is in full will prevent you from really understanding that space, in my opinion. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's what I got for you. But if you do run into more issues, yeah, just let me know.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck. Let me know how
Thank
it goes.
Okay.
All right. Later.
Are we
See.
done?
Okay, I have one more question.
All right. Hey, what's up?
So what, you know how we like create a cube and then you put it in like the vertex mode, and then he wants us to like
Yeah.
pull on the vertex.
Yes.
So when I use the one, is it like the move tool that's supposed to like pull it?
One that
It
moves
just
it?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it just moves the box
Oh,
instead of like moving the vertex.
So you need to make sure that like after you've gone to the vertex selection, which here, let me share my screen real quick. After you go to that vertex selection, you need to make sure you actually select a vertex. So like it could just select the whole thing. You need to pay attention to what's lighting up basically.
Right.
So you go in here and I right click it. I have to select vertex, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once I select that, I still have this whole cube selected right now. So I have to go in and I have to actually select that vertex and then I can go ahead and move it. Otherwise,
Let me see.
if I try to move something, it is going to move the whole thing. Like, oh wait, actually, let me select another one.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I have one selected and then it just moves the whole entire box.
you want to
But it
share?
kind of like, yeah, let me see. There's a little button for
Hmm.
that. Okay. Is it
Hey,
doing that? Okay. So every time I like pull it, it just kind of like pulls the box. Like if I do that.
try and right click it real quick. And then go to object mode. Okay, right click it again. Go back to vertex. And then deselect that vertex and select another one.
Do like this one.
And then hit the move tool. Well, that's weird. You
Like,
created,
I know it's worked before, and then I don't know what happened.
there must be something enabled. Let's see. What setting would that be? Hang on, let me look up this up real
No,
quick.
you're good.
You don't have soft selection enabled, do you?
Where would I see if that's enabled?
Try hitting B and then try moving it again.
I still did it.
And
Oh, nope.
there we
just
go.
kidding.
Okay, so
There we
that
go.
was soft selection. So soft
Okay.
selection, the way that you can typically see that is if you change your shading, it'll show it a little better. Or if you zoom in, you might see on the edges, it goes from like red to orange to yellow to green.
Oh, okay.
And if you
Very
see
soft.
those colors, if you see that gradient, then you know you're in soft selection mode. Soft selection mode
Okay.
moves things in like a certain radius, which
Okay.
is based on like however much you choose using your scroll wheel. And that radius moves everything that's in that zone. So
Okay.
if you ever run into that issue where like things aren't behaving quite right and like there's more that's being selected than you realize, just hit B. And then that should that's the shortcut for soft select.
Fix everything. Okay.
Sorry, that's a seagull.
No, you're good.
Okay, yeah. So that
Perfect. Yeah, it looks like it's
cool. Yeah, that's a really common error that happens all the time.
okay. I was like, I don't know what I did.
Yeah, you never know what key you accidentally might hit causes some random.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
I think that's all the questions I've had.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with your plane.
Thank you.
I feel like I found a pretty good tutorial of this actually. Let me see.
Oh,
Because I was like looking up Maya tutorials and that's when I saw the plane and I was like, that's similar to an orca. Let's do that. Let's see.
I figured that's why. I was like a plane and an orca. I was like, that is very similar. Very similar shapes.
Yeah, we had to do something kind of last minute and not too tricky, but also kind of interesting.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a picture of an airplane that looks really cool, but
Okay.
it doesn't, there's like a broken link. So like,
Uh,
I don't think I can actually send you this, but this is kind of what I was thinking of. This is where I got the idea,
okay.
like
Oh,
Smashing
wow.
Magazine. So if you can like do something like that where you model out like a little cockpit and like you can see like a little screen area,
Yeah.
that'd be
Okay.
cool. But
Okay.
again, it's flexible. So
Well, thank
yeah,
you so much
take
for
a look at it.
everything.
No problem. Happy
I
to help.
will.
Yeah, let me know if you run into any issues.
Alrighty, I will.
All right. Cool.
I will see you later then.
See you later. Good luck.
Thank you.